Anyone got anything they want to start off with?
Go right ahead. Let's see it.
All right, let's start with the Bulls. The Bulls-Bucks game last night. You got anything you want to say, Gio? You said you watched that game.
So I haven't really watched so many Bull games this season so far, but last night was my first real Bulls game I watched, and everyone was saying how DeRozan should be in the MVP conversation. And the way he played last night, I can see why they're saying that.
Yeah, he's definitely
just carrying that team.
Yeah, he's definitely a lot improved. He just has to he leads the he leads the team. My bad. He leads the team in most categories, so he just had to be able to lead a team, and he wasn't doing that on the Raptors consistently, I feel like.
Right.
Because it was
plus he's older too.
Yeah, so he's more experienced.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's insane for him to be in the league this long and not be in the MVP conversation until later in his career. Just shows you
Yeah, facts. He did get to the line 18 times though. That's kind of crazy.
He did.
Alex Caruso got hurt too.
Yeah, we were just talking about before we started. Grayson Allen, 30, bro.
Bad play by Grayson Allen. Now Caruso's going to be out for a while.
That's just messed up.
It could have been way worse, too, for Caruso. Bro could have just straight up landed on his head or something with how he fell.
For real.
That was a scary thing, too.
I saw that play. I was like, wow, what are you doing? You literally just pulled him down.
Yeah, it was a bad play.
Yeah. Bro.
But, Caruso will be back.
Yeah, 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah. I think the Bulls are the 2 – are they the 4 seed, 2 seed, something like that?
2 seed, I think.
Yes, so they can manage with Caruso being.
Yeah. But, they still don't have LaVine either, which is tough.
Yeah. I don't think they'll fall that bad, though.
I don't think so, because LaVine's going to come back sometime next week, they said. What were we going to say, Gio?
I was going to say if White made any of his three-pointers last night, they would have won that game.
Yeah, we went 0 for 9. Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, 0 for 9, so.
Yeah, because only 2 starters had double figures. It was Vucevic and DeRozan. That's it.
Right, and those are their 2 main guys, so.
Yeah. So, they're going to need more help because they only had 1 person off the bench had double figures too, so that's not winning caliber.
Right.
But.
So I feel like they're missing, obviously, LaVine and Lonzo's productivity. Lonzo, even though he doesn't get the numbers, he's just so productive on the court.
Yeah, I forgot Lonzo's out too, so it's tough.
Yeah.
Because he runs the offense so well. Even if he doesn't score, he still gets other players involved, super well.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And they shot at 18% from deep. That's bad.
Yeah.
Bucks didn't shoot any better, though, 19% from deep. But, Giannis going to be Giannis, 30 points.
And he shot 3 threes. Love to see it.
Missed all of them, but,
Still love to see him taking them. The GOAT. You're going to be a Hall of Famer.
100%.
Already, you can tell.
Yeah. The difference of the game was just that they had more production than the Bucks, and that's why they won by 4.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone know why Drew Holiday's on the bench?
I think it's just they're easing him back in, given that he missed so much time due to an injury.
Gotcha.
But the lineup they're rolling with is kind of working anyway, so why not?
It is. Right.
When Grayson Allen's out there hurting people, everything's working.
Right, but you also got George Hill out there for 26 minutes, only putting up 4 points. So.
Yeah, George Hill, he kind of been struggling for a while now. He's been going downhill. Mm-hmm. He's getting older.
4 rebounds, too. Hustle rebounder out there. What you think about Bobby Portis this night?
Gio, go ahead.
I love to see him be a crowd favorite, but at the same time, I feel like you're playing yourself. If you're going to the crowd, right, after getting fouled, not even an and one foul, missing the shot, but getting fouled and then going to the crowd and hyping up the crowd, I just feel like not even like the top 10 players get the support that Bobby Portis gets from the crowd. You know what I'm saying? It's like I feel like he's got to play better, but it's awesome to see Bobby Portis do his thing out there, you know, in Milwaukee. You know, it's great to see him do his thing, and I love to see it.
Yeah, Portis, I mean, he didn't play great, but did what he had to get the win.
Right. That's all he does. He's a gritty player.
Yeah, facts.
Mr. Double-Double.
Yes. He's a great role player for sure.
I call him Baby Giannis. I don't know if that's accurate, but I like to call him Baby Giannis, even though I think he's older.
I don't know. I don't know who's older, to be honest.
I kind of see him as like Nerlens Noel.
Yeah, I can see that. He's a defensive pest.
Yeah.
Once LeBron retires, Bobby Portis can be the face of the NBA. It's my bold take.
Yeah, I see that Miami shirt. That was a rough game last night.
Yeah, it was. It was actually they did really well in the fourth. They were down by a lot. Then they came back and only lost by 2, but I'll take it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, if Jimmy Butler played better, y'all would have won.
Yeah. I mean, he was doing decent. Like, I'm not expecting him to be like great right now.
Yeah, because he just came back.
Yeah, but he did enough where it's like, all right, yeah, once he's fully healthy and like game ready again, then they're gonna be on the tear again, and they're gonna take that 1 seed over.
I mean, they're close to it. They're 29-17.
Yes, sir.
And they got
Top team in the league,
which is tough for them.
And Bamsey came back too.
Yeah, that's big for them. And this Cody Martin kid, he's been having a great year.
Yeah, no, he's the most underrated pickup I think they've had.
Yeah, and Kyle Guy, who was a good pickup too.
Kyle Guy was a phenomenal pickup. I like that kid a lot.
I didn't even know he was out of the league. Like, that was crazy to me.
I didn't really watch him with the Knicks. I've only seen him play with the Heat, and I like what he does. I'm surprised he was not like on more team radars.
Yeah, because when he was on the Kings, he didn't even play bad. Like, he's a shooter.
Facts.
And then Max Strus, I mean, he's been great this year too.
Facts. Strus has been in Miami for like 3 seasons now, though, I think. Just kind of like waiting for his time to shine.
Yeah.
And now this season he's I
mean, all he has to do is come off the bench and score. That's about it.
Pretty much. Sometimes he's frustrating with some of the shots he'd be taking, bro. He'll take like fully contested threes and just completely break them.
Yeah.
But then some of them they'll make, so it's like I don't really know how to feel about it.
Y'all don't even have Tyler Hero back yet either. When he comes back, they're going to be better.
Yes, sir. That's my boy, Mr. Sixth Man of the Year.
You got anything you want to say?
With this game, like, not really. I'm just glad to see Kevin Knox, get some minutes finally. Like, to me, I feel like he's got a lot of potential. And for him to be, on the Hawks now, hopefully going to get some more minutes after his productivity goes up. So we'll see.
Yeah, I feel like that was a win-win trade for both teams.
I hope Cam Reddish does well in New York. I loved Cam Reddish coming out of college.
I thought he was going to be so good, dude, but so far he's been lost.
Yeah, so far he's been pretty bad. Sorry, Gio, go ahead.
All I'm gonna say is, I just have to say, whoever wins this trade depends on if Zion goes to New York. If Zion goes to New York, then obviously the Knicks win, because that's probably the reason why they picked up Cam, so that, Cam, Barrett, and Zion can all be in one spot again. It would be great to see. And,
That'd be crazy, bro.
yeah, they totally win that trade.
Yeah, they're trying to lure.
Sorry, Jake.
I was saying they're just trying to lure him to New York.
Sorry.
Trae Young's been on a tear lately, though. 28 points last night.
Yeah, he usually does this, right around the second half of the season, usually, where, he'll start off slow, just like when his rookie season. He started off slow, then he killed it his second half of this, year.
Yeah.
And then last year, I believe, he did the same thing, where they were in the hunt, I guess, for the playoffs. And then they did make the playoffs, right?
He has a 5th seed.
Or am I thinking? They were the 5th seed, right?
Yeah, and they beat the Knicks.
Second half of the season, they went on a tear, went on the 5th seed, so.
Went to the Eastern Conference.
Sure, they'll do it again. Right.
But, I mean, it kind of reminds me of Russell Westbrook. Like, they're both the same. Like, they start out slow and then just go off in the second half.
They are, but one can shoot and one can't shoot. So
yeah, I'm not saying play-wise, but I'm saying, like, mentality-wise. Like, they always start.
Oh, obviously, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But, I mean, 4 out of the 5 Hawks starters were in double figures, so that's a good recipe for success.
And 3 out of the 5 played plus 35 minutes. So
yeah, so that's a good recipe for success for sure.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
This Okongwu kid, bro, he's been good.
Yeah.
Like he's been so good, they're starting him over Capella now.
Right.
Like that's a good pick. Like I didn't know who he was when they picked him, but that was a good pickup for them. They have a good tandem at center. But I know you want to talk about the Lakers, Gio. So what do you got to say about them?
So last couple of games, right? We've been talking, over the phone,
Mm-hmm.
and you're saying how it's like some games you're with this team, right, and some games you're over this team. You're like not quite sure where to go, right?
Mm-hmm.
And to me, I think it has to fall all on Russell Westbrook. Just because, when they do win, he's got few turnovers and he's scoring 20 points or 15 at a high clip. He's making layups. He's making dunks, what he's supposed to do. And when they lose the games, he's obviously missing crazy easy layups. He's making, turnovers, left and right. And he's not playing any defense. He's getting blown by. So I really feel like if Russ plays he doesn't have to play amazing. If he just plays good to great, right, in that category, then they'll win the game. But right now he's just playing like a 65 overall player, in 2K. So
yeah, here's my thing with Russ. He just needs to figure out that he's not a shooter. That's all. Like Stephen A. said, he has to accept the fact that he's not a shooter. You got to stop trying to fit in so much and then work on your layups more than your jump shot.
For
Do
sure.
you know this? He's been missing a ton of dunks this year too.
Bro,
Yeah.
like it's not even like he was doing this last year. It's just this year. Like what happened?
And then the turnovers too. That makes me so angry. The amount of turnovers he's having.
Well, he's cut those down
But it's not
the past couple games.
Where?
right. But it's not even forced turnovers. He's making turnovers, bad pass turnovers, where no one's looking or something like that, or off his leg,
Yeah, facts.
Not even forced turnovers. So
His turnovers that anger me the most is when he gets in the air and then just passes it. Like, just shoot it at that point. You're in the air.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But, I mean, I will give him some benefit of the doubt, though. He hasn't had his full team to create chemistry, especially with the big three. So, maybe it will get better when Anthony Davis comes back, but it also depends on what Anthony Davis comes back.
But at the same time, when we did see Russ play with AD, he was doing the same thing or worse.
Yeah, but
and they were losing games.
They didn't have Braun at that point either, though.
I'm just saying, like, to build chemistry. If you're saying, like, I just feel like Russ should have gotten better, just cause like you're playing with AD, right, at the beginning, which is good, and then you play with LeBron, which is even better. So you should have some sort of format because LeBron can play any position. He can be AD if you really need him to be. So.
Yeah, I mean, I just hope it gets better. But I mean, like you said, in the wins, he plays great. If he can play like that consistently, that's all we need him to do.
Right.
But I mean, and I guess the Laker team as a whole, they just have to go small ball. The small ball lineup is what works right now without Anthony Davis.
Right.
Like I don't know why Frank Vogel continues to start Ariza. Like he hasn't done anything. Malik Monk should be a starter still.
For sure.
And Avery Bradley hasn't done much either. So I don't know who we would start over him, but if we have someone to start over him, like we could put Austin Reeves over him at this point.
Would you? I saw this trade earlier. Since you don't have AD, right? Is there a big man you're willing to trade for? Like, say, because here's a package I saw yesterday. It was AD, Bazemore, and I believe a first-round pick, right? Goes to Boston for Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, and like some pick, right? Whatever pick that is.
Yeah, I saw
Would you take that trade and try to find a big man?
I saw that, and that was a bad trade. I didn't like it.
I agree.
You did not like that.
No, because we were giving up – bro, we gave up like 4 first-round picks. That's a future gone for who knows how long.
But are you trying to win right now, though?
I still think –
that's the thing.
I still think that we can win with Anthony Davis without Jaylen Brown.
Oh, for sure. I'm just saying, like, if you got Jaylen Brown and Marcus Smart, like Marcus Smart, crazy defense, can make shots when you need him to, and Jaylen Brown's Jaylen Brown. So
yeah, I mean,
he's consistent.
The picks were the deal breaker for me. We gave up way too many picks, and they're not worth that many picks in my opinion.
Gotcha.
The 2 shot blockers and bigs that I want to go after and who are available is Miles Turner and Jeremy Grant. That's it. Those are the only 2.
Sir. You said Anthony Davis was in that trade too, right?
Yeah. Like, that's just
– he was in that trade.
Like, Jaylen Brown and Marcus Smart are good, but they're not Anthony Davis type good, even combined, in my opinion. Unhealthy Anthony Davis, to be exact.
I feel like with Anthony Davis, too, you could get him for a way better deal.
Yeah, and we'd be giving him picks. We'd get a second-round pick back. Like, what?
I feel like with Anthony Davis, you have potential to get someone like Dame or something, like a superstar-type player back instead of just, like, Jaylen Brown, who's a nice young piece that's, like, really good right now, but he's nowhere near Anthony Davis. And Marcus Smart does not put him equal to Anthony Davis' production when Anthony Davis is on his stuff. So I don't see it as, like, a smart decision.
I agree. But, I mean, the only bright spot for the Lakers consistently this year has been LeBron. He's been crazy.
LeBron plays like he's a 27-year-old, and he's not in MVP conversation, so –
I mean, he's had 16 straight of 25-plus. Year 19, 37 years old. Right. That's just crazy.
I would put him in my MVP conversation.
He should be in the MVP conversation.
Sure.
The only reason I say he's not is because of the record. That's the only reason I can see why the media is not putting him in it.
That, but you got Jokic at number 1 right now spot, and his record, is the same or worse? Okay,
but let's be real. The media is biased. That's just the way it is.
Yeah, they're just sick. Everyone knows LeBron's.
Go ahead.
Go right ahead.
Everyone knows LeBron James is the best player of all time. So no one's trying to give him that MVP award again, especially because it'll just get closer to MJ. Another thing for Stephen A. Smith to argue about why LeBron's not the GOAT. Another little GOAT conversation topic.
Yeah, it's been obvious for a while. They're biased. So, I mean, we all know that LeBron should be in the conversation, but he won't be because they don't want him to be.
But at that point, why wouldn't you have Ja as the front runner?
I don't feel like Ja should be the front runner. I feel like Jokic or Embiid should be. to be honest, as of right now.
So, do you think LeBron was robbed when Derrick Rose won the MVP?
You could make a compelling argument that LeBron gets robbed every year.
Yeah, you can make a compelling argument about that.
I'm just saying.
But I like the Rose MVP. I thought because with that D Rose won it when LeBron was in Miami, right?
Yeah, his first year, I believe.
So with that, it's like, oh, LeBron has D Wade and Chris Bosh with him, so he's not really. You take him away, and that team's still really good. LeBron just puts them over the top. Meanwhile, Derrick Rose pretty much single-handedly carried that team.
D Rose deserved that MVP, in my opinion. He 100% deserved it. What he did that year in his second year in the league was just insane.
I'm just saying, the numbers are similar with Ja. Everything's so similar to when D Rose won it to what Ja is putting up this year. So why wouldn't we put Ja in the top two? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's a compelling argument for sure.
Like, you have so many great players playing at their best right now. Like DeRozan, Ja, Jokic, Embiid, and Giannis. And then you got LeBron at 37 years old doing stuff that these boys are doing. So,
I mean, if KD stayed healthy, I would have given it to KD at this point, but he's hurt now.
Oh, for sure, but he's hurt, exactly. So when one of these players goes out, down when they're supposed to be number one, right, they're out of the conversation entirely.
Yep, because he's going to sit out 4 to 6 weeks, and that the stats will drop and the others will rise.
Right.
And that's just not good for him. But, I mean, the biggest boost for the Lakers last night was Carmelo. That's really the reason we won.
And I feel like when you told me how you were done with this team, I think about a week ago, Carmelo was out. He was not playing. And Carmelo is such a big piece to this team that when he plays like he did last night, you guys will get the win. I feel like it doesn't matter what Russ is doing or not. So
he just has to do it consistently because against the Pacers, yeah, he missed timely shots that would have gave us the win, and that was really the deal breaker.
Yes, but also for Vogel to bench Russ last 4 minutes.
Yeah, I mean,
I really think that hurts you guys too.
I mean, I get it. He wasn't hitting shots and he wasn't playing great defense, but who else runs the offense? There's really no one.
You got LeBron, and then everyone's on LeBron. At least you can try to space it out by having Russ out there too.
I mean, I feel like this is why Vogel's on the hot seat. These kind of decisions aren't helping his job status.
Right.
But I don't know. I don't think we're going to fire him until after the season if we don't have the success that we want, because there's not good coaching candidates as of right now.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just my opinion.
What do you think about Russ getting benched, Jeff?
Russ getting benched? I feel like if – I want to try it out one game where we can see him get benched, right, at the start and be a bench role player, right? See, give him like the D Rose minutes where he got 30 minutes per game and see what his efficiency is then. But like that last 4 minutes, I don't think that was the right move. You need to have him out there. I don't care what he's doing. He's a starter. You should have your starters out there, in timely manners. Doesn't matter who they are.
Jake, did you watch that game? Do you know who they put in for Russ?
I think they put like Avery Bradley or someone in for them.
I don't understand that. Because I know Avery Bradley. Sorry, go ahead.
It was literally because of defense, because he got benched because he let up a right-handed layup for Karis LeVert, and it was obvious that LeVert was going to his right all game, and he let him go right. So they benched him, and they put Avery Bradley, and he didn't stop LeVert either, so there was no point.
When it comes to like ending the game, you want your best guys out there. And Avery Bradley,
right.
He might be like a slight improvement defensively.
Yeah, he hasn't been great defensively, even like all year.
Yeah, but like even offensively, I would rather have Russ out there. So at least Russ is going to be like aggressive, trying to make a bucket.
Yeah, I mean, he was 5 of 17 that game, but we've seen him have struggles throughout 3 quarters and then get going in the 4th. You didn't even give him a chance.
Mm-hmm. What do you think of the Lakers' free throws too?
Yeah,
sorry, Jay.
That has been the biggest issue all season. That and turnovers. Like you
Yep.
can't. They shot 82% last night, which was great, and they've been
That's
getting
why they won.
they've been getting better. But like they've been 65-70 in so many games that they should have won, and that's why they've lost.
Like if a few players just hit a couple more free throws, just like 2 more free throws a game, your record is completely different right now.
Yep.
The amount of like 1-point losses y'all have had.
Bro, I get so mad. And I'm like, bro, it's a free throw. No one's guarding you. Like, what's the point? What's the hardest thing?
It's supposed to be the easiest bucket in the game.
Seriously. Got something to say, Gio?
Well, I was thinking, so back to when I said that all your starters should, be in the end of your game. Obviously, there's exceptions like Derrick Rose. You should have your best closers out, right? So there's the ending for me for that. But your free throw shooting, right? Going, like, say all your players, like Carmelo, LeBron, right? Aren't they like 75% free throw shooters?
I think.
Do you have one guy that's 90?
No, we have no one who's 90. I think Melo's like
You have no one that's 90, right?
No, Melo's like the highest at like 80, I think.
He's at 80, right? Yeah. So usually 1 or 2 guys on a team are at least 90%, at least right now in this day and age.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you guys might be probably the lowest averaging free throw shooters.
Yeah, I mean, we just have to figure it out. Like, it's not even figuring out. Just practice them. That's all you have to do.
Right.
We'll give you guys Strus for AD and the 2nd-round pick along with Strus.
No.
Right?
No. But, bro, Stanley Johnson has been a great pickup for us.
Has he signed the whole year yet?
No, he's on his 3rd 10-day.
Bro, that's terrible by the Lakers. He's like a bright spot, and they still haven't signed him the rest of the year.
He literally changed our team.
Like, that's crazy.
And he's the reason we beat the Jazz.
Legit. He's been hooping for you.
Yeah, I don't know why we haven't signed him. Like, it's getting on my nerves because, like, if we don't sign him, someone else is just going to scoop him.
Who knows? Maybe this last 10-day, he's like, all right, LA, it's been real. Y'all don't want to sign me the rest of the year. And then he gets signed somewhere else. Boom.
Yeah. That's
like Miami.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. But going back to Russ, Gio, if we benched him, who would you put at starting point guard? Monk?
I would honestly have Monk, right. And just say Monk is the point guard, but have LeBron actually bring it down,
Honestly, I think I would like that. I think I would like that, though, because Monk and LeBron have insane chemistry.
They do. It's insane. It's like him and Alex Caruso last year, the 2 years,
Yeah.
Then you can let Russ off the bench do what Russ wants, like he was in OKC. Like, let Russ control the entire team.
Yeah.
Except for when LeBron comes back on, though.
Yeah, but, like, they'd just be rotating, really.
Yeah, that would be ideal. Just have, like, a warm-up brand LeBron in.
The issue is Russ's ego not wanting to be benched. That's the issue.
Yep.
Hey, all you need is Carmelo to be like, yo, man, we need you to get benched. I had to get benched. Like, just take one for the team. I know how it feels.
Honestly, if it helps you win a championship, then why not? That's my
Right. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Carmelo can pitch to Russ, too. Carmelo can be like, listen, Russ, I know victory in my career, Maybe not in the NBA, but in college basketball. I have NCAA March Madness tournament net. I know how to win. Just come off the bench, do your thing. LeBron will do his thing. We'll win this chip. Except we'll lose to Miami.
No. Yeah, bro. That's all he has to say. Like, if it helps you win, then why not? That's just my thinking.
As long as he's getting the 30, 35 minutes like D Rose was getting, on the bench.
Like,
as long as he's getting those minutes, I don't really think it cares.
Yeah, it's not like you're getting your minutes cut in half. You can still play 30 minutes coming off the bench.
Right. Just we need you to get staggered with LeBron, you know. So,
Yeah, facts. We just got to stagger with LeBron because both want the ball in their hands, and that's just not a good thing.
right.
But, I mean, that's gotten better over the season, though, to give him credit.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't know. You got anything else you want to talk about, Gio?
Real quick, just happy, you know, the Australia Open's, you know, on. Watching some good tennis right now. Hopefully Berrettini wins the whole thing on the men's side.
I'm
And
be
we'll see
honest, I
what
don't watch
happens
tennis,
after
so
that.
I watched tennis for the first time in my entire life yesterday because it came on after the St. Bonaventure game. I had no idea what was happening.
yeah, bro. I tried watching that one time, and I was like, "What's going on?"
Like the point system.
Who did you watch?
I don't know. It was girls tennis,
Did you watch like Sissy Pass?
maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Honestly,
Did not pay attention to names.
I'm just not a tennis fan. That's just me, though.
Yeah.
Hey, I love it, man. You know, it's tennis season again. We got this, then we got the French coming on, then we got Wimbledon, and then we're back in the U.S. So,
Sorry.
But back to the NBA, though. That's like Sixers wasting Embiid's performances constantly is kind of getting ridiculous.
For real. It's ridiculous.
You got anything you want to say, Gio?
You know, I can't disagree. I feel like, you know, Embiid's doing his thing. I feel like the rest of the
Hold up,
guys on that team.
Gio, your audio is a little whack.
I'm just saying, I hope Embiid does
Oh
his
no,
thing.
Gio.
Hold on, Gio, mute yourself and unmute yourself real quick.
All right, got me now.
Nah, it's still bad. It's so staticky.
It's Jackie. All right.
That's my boy Sean, number 21.
Oh yeah.
That boy had like. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, you got anything you want to say about the Sixers wasting Embiid?
I don't know if I'd say they wasted them.
No, I mean like wasting his nightly performances. Like he put up 40 last night and they still lost.
They trying their best. It's not like they got Simmons anymore.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, just get rid of him, bro.
Bring in Anthony Simons.
But they don't want to settle for a player like Anthony Simons. They want a star.
Well, not just Anthony, but like he should be like a big piece of it.
But
Anthony Simons.
I'm saying they want like a player like Dame, and they're not going to settle for less.
It's just not going to happen at this point. Like you gonna pay, like you gonna have Ben Simmons sit the whole year, so then y'all don't do anything in the playoffs. Like,
yeah,
they pretty much count. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just saying, like, if they keep holding on to Simmons like this, his value is just going to continue to drop.
It's to the point now where teams are like, we're just not willing to trade for him. And then if you let him sit a whole year of basketball, then they're already going to be like, oh, the first thing that happens when the Simmons trade happens is people are going to say, yeah, but who knows how good Ben Simmons is going to be after coming off a year without basketball.
Yeah.
Or injury.
Oh, yeah, now you're good, Gio.
Yes,
I was going to say, or injury.
Facts.
But
You know, you don't know. Like you said, a year off of basketball, you know, you're tight. You know, you're not in basketball shape. You know, you're going to come in, try to play what you usually do, and you get injured, you know, quickly. So.
Honestly.
What were you saying before your volume went crazy, Gio, with Embiid?
Embiid, I just want to say I can't disagree with you guys. I'm just saying Seth didn't play last night. Usually he drops, you know, 10 to 30, you know, points. So, you know, we'll see when he's healthy what they can do. So.
Yeah, that's true. And they only went 8 deep, which is kind of crazy.
Right.
Well, I mean, Embiid had 40, Tobias Harris had 20, and then Tyrese Maxey had 19. You would think that'd be enough for a win.
Hey, man, you would think that Steph wouldn't have to have a buzzer beater against the Rockets too, but you never know. So,
bro, the thing with the Warriors is I never realized how much they rely on Draymond Green.
He's a go.
he's just – oh, go ahead.
Oh, he is phenomenal for them. He's doing it all. He can play make. He can play defense. He is the reason their defense is so good. His playmaking's underrated, and he gets boards, but he can't. He doesn't need to score because he makes impacts everywhere else. That's Curry's job.
All right, go ahead, Gio.
Just wanted to say that his importance is isn't as shown when he's there, but when he's off the court, that how big of an importance he is to that team. So
yeah, for sure, because their record without him is 4 or 5 and 17, and now their wins are 20 something. They have 20 something with him while he's on the court.
Right, just like Lonzo when I earlier.
Yeah, facts. But that's all the time we got for today. Gio, you got a segment?
Really gonna say Sneakers the Whistle. His group is donating all the money they make these for use, tuition. So I think that's pretty cool.
I'm just gonna be honest. You were going in. Bro, this is good.
All right, we'll see you guys next episode.
Yeah, we're gonna say goodbye on that note because this is getting crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Good episode.